guys, and welcome back to Ultra Fan Media, a YouTube channel. Again, we said we're going to be consistent, so a back-to-back video right here for you guys. And today's one is a Match Week 2 preview, and with me is Moody and that guy Shaz. Shaz, what are you telling me?
Yes, sir. We're back again with the weekend's preview, match day 2. Here we go. What do we have as the first game?
I think first game for the week is Brighton versus Manchester United. But before we get into it, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notification to get noted when we upload a new video, and be on the lookout as we're going to also be live streaming on the transfer deadline day. So keep that noted as well, and follow us on our Twitter page at Ultra Fan Media, which is posted right there for you guys to see. Other of our social media handles will be in the link in the description, and yeah, also feel free to comment the teams you follow, and we're still thinking, but probably we would probably open up our FPL league if it's not too late for a few of you guys to be able to join in our league and also get to also chat with us probably and
Discord.
Yes. Well, but let's go back to our Match Week 2 preview, and we have quite a big game: Brighton versus Manchester United. Brighton, they are the ones topping the table. They won Everton last weekend 3-0. Goals from Mitoma. Is it Adingram and Danny Welbeck? And the guys what that broke our hearts in what's it called, AFCON now. He's gonna get the final goal now.
Never forget.
It's not cross, bro. Screw that guy. We'll move on.
Next AFCON.
We'll catch him. We're already there. But Brighton, Manchester United. Obviously, for those that don't know, I'm an Arsenal fan, and Manchester United will forever be my ups. How do I see this game going? I genuinely don't know, to be honest. I feel this is going to be a much more balanced game, in the sense that, for one, Brighton, I don't think they lost so many new players in this transfer window. I don't think they did. The main thing they lost was De Zerbi, and I feel in terms of identity or style of play, they're still going to be suffering from hangover in a good hangover, in the sense of the way they were playing with De Zerbi is going to be carried on at least for the next up until like game week 10, game week 15, if no injuries, or up until when injuries start to happen. So you probably see the same style of play with them.
Very high line.
Very high line, yeah. So it's going to be a case of strategy. I don't know their new manager how he's going to probably come to play against Madrid. Yes, because one thing you should figure out with Ten Hag is this: Ten Hag knows how to play against City and Arsenal, and Brighton plays similar style as those two teams. He knows how to play against.
Ten Hag is a tactician.
Exactly. I'll give them.
Put some respect on my manager's name. Call him the right word. A tactician. Yeah. When our team and our squad was okay, you saw how many games we won. Even from a goal down, or we need an extra goal. Even against Barcelona, we beat Barcelona with Wegos. Don't forget.
Beating Barcelona in 2023 is not an achievement, man.
Bro, that is how far you guys. That is not my own business, man. That is how far.
But I'm letting you know.
It's still Barcelona, bro. It was against Lewandowski, Rafinha, Pedri, Gavi, them man. You understand? So you can't tell me nothing.
Pedri was injured, by the way.
But some of those players won the Euros, the month before. So
no. The month before, no. Wait. You guys played. Did you guys play Barcelona in preseason?
No, no, that was Europa League.
Europa League, that was like Euros was just last season. Lamine Yamal did not play that year. That was two
Yeah,
seasons ago.
but there was Pedro and Gavi.
Pedro was injured in that game.
He was injured in the Euros as well. We will still call him that.
He played in the Euros. He got injured in the Euros. That time was before the Euros, right? But regardless the case, that's not the case, yeah. But I feel Ten Hag knows how to play against teams like Brighton, teams that are set up like Brighton very well. And I've said Manchester United, I don't know, I I could possibly see it happening, whereby Manchester United, I think they play best if they play like how Real Madrid play. Do you get? We know how to get it done.
It's counter attack.
Attacking football, exactly.
Is classic Manchester United. But the thing is, with United, especially when Sir Alex was there, you had a variety of styles in which you can play depending on the teams. There are teams where you might have to play defensive and just drop deep. There are teams where you have to, for example, when Sir Alex was playing Arsenal, you understand, when Wenger was there, we sometimes we didn't go toe to toe with you guys. All we had to do was just sit deep and know you guys would get us the ball to hit you on the counter attack. It's classic. You understand? So depending on the game plan, as a coach, you should be flexible enough. And we've seen this as well with Pep in recent years, with the amount of defenders he's amassing. It literally has just one fullback right now. Yeah, Pep only has one fullback in his team. Understand? With the way he has evolved in terms of defensive setups and how he sets his team up whenever they need to, like, nullify the game. He as well has shown, like, you have to be able to show tactical flexibility in Premier League. But for this game, I think we are going to win. If we don't win we should be winning by at least a margin of 2 goals.
You are away. Don't forget.
Yes, I know.
Brighton is a better side than Fulham.
This game is a significant game for us because every year we always play Brighton at the beginning of the season. I don't know whether you do this.
I remember.
They beat us, bro. Like I can count like 2 or 3 times in the last couple of seasons that Brighton have beaten us at the beginning of the season.
COVID season, it required you guys to cheat to win that game. I remember.
Bro, relax.
No.
Relax.
Trust. I'm not correct.
Okay, relax.
After they had blown the final whistle, somehow they now came back to play a penalty.
Relax. Okay.
Penalty.
Okay, no need to. My ref blew out. Don't me.
I'm just saying, but
okay. As I was saying, where was I?
We were talking about you guys always meet in the beginning of the season.
Yes, we always meet at the beginning of the season.
Win you guys.
So that game is like a marker for us to know. It's like a reality check. Because that game, I don't know if United fans can remember this. Every time we play Brighton, we're always optimistic for the new season. And then you play Brighton and then they bust your bubble. You understand? But this game is significant for us to win and to be able to build some momentum, get some points, you understand, get some confidence, score some goals, so the attacking, the front line, they get some confidence. You understand what I'm saying? The defense is okay, trust me. Our defense is going to be good this season. It won't be like last year where we were conceding like so many shots, even though they were low XG shots, but they were still too much for a single game. 20 shots, I think, on average. That's insane. We won't be conceding that many chances as well. So I think it's up to the attack to get some confidence and, build some rhythm in the way they, create chances and eventually to come.
Yeah. I think it's since we're in this Brighton Manchester United side, let's go back to game week 1. One thing, if you notice, Manchester United, I think when they signed Onana, is that Onana brings about this ability to play out comfortably from the back. But despite it, Onana, people say had a few challenges in the sense that if Licha, that is Lisandro Martinez, is not there and you play Maguire, you find it a challenge building up from the back. Now, in your last game, right, Harry Maguire, fair play to him, he had a good game, I'll give him that. He had a good game against Fulham. Very good, solid game.
One of the best players that day.
Yes. But one thing I've also noticed about you guys, especially your back form right now, is that You guys can play very well from the back. Brighton can play out very well from the back. And this is a thing I noticed also across all Premier League games in Game Week 1. Ipswich against Liverpool knew how to build up from the back. And it seemed like that high pressing, remember that Liverpool's high pressing, Gegen pressing that time, that season, that everybody wanted to implement? It seems like it can't work again in this modern era. And this is where games will now be won in attacking areas. Because now teams now know how to carry the ball from the back and take it to the attacking areas, and it's now left with the freedom of the attackers to break down defenses. And that is now where I feel the game in this Brighton versus Manchester United will be won or lost. And why I'm going to edge with Manchester United is this. One, Manchester United have the better players. You can easily say, oh, but we had the better players come last season or 2 seasons ago when they beat us. Why does that now make a difference now? Well, there's the difference in the sense that Manchester United is going into the Brighton game knowing fully well that Brighton can play out from the back. All they just have to do is do what? Keep it tight at the back. Onana has the ability to ping a pass from the back. You have your pace in Rashford, Garnacho, Zexi would hold up play. And by the way, Ten Hag should not make that mistake of not starting this game without an all-and-out number 9 striker like he did in last game and playing the first 9. That will be the biggest mistake you will make. And I feel if he does without starting a number 9, that could change my predictions for the game. But I believe he's going to play Zexi because when he has scored his first winning goal, you don't want to kill momentum. You have to play him instantly at that number 9 position. And I believe he's going to play him. So when Manchester United is going to win this game is an attack. Clinicality, they're going to finish. Brighton, that is what is going to kill them. Brighton will get into those attacking areas. They will create chances, but they will not finish. They will not kill it. Brighton will have majority of ball possession. They will have more clear-cut chances. Manchester United will show a defensive, I don't say defensive masterclass, but they will show defensive maturity. And this maturity is just not out of coaching, but out of just personnel and that you people have brought, which is fair play to you guys and fair play to Ineos. You will see Mazurawi performing at a high clip. You're going to see you have a back for everybody can play from the back. They're good going forward. They're good at the back. Lisandro is going to be solid. I don't know whether you guys are going to play Delict. Do you think you guys should play Delict?
It's up to Ten Hag, man. It's up to him. It's good. It's good that we have the options right now. You understand? And when Leniu comes back as well, it's up to the manager, whoever he picks. As long as you have a good squad, you understand? You can rest and say, okay, you know what? You have this player, you have this player. It's up to the manager to decide whoever best suits the game. You understand? Compared to before, when it's going to be, Maguire and Lindelof or McFred or, these players that are not up to the standard for certain games that you want them to play. So now it's just, about getting the rhythm, as I say, and starting to build momentum to see where we get to after 10 games.
Yeah. So, but do you agree with me in the part that I said, you people, where you guys will win the game is mostly in the attacking areas because you guys have better. Yes, I still believe you guys have better, much more cutting edge, decisive attackers than Brighton. Even though Brighton attackers are good, but again, the cutting edge
being clinical for us will depend on whether Rashford score on Saturday or not. That's the thing. Unless Rashford doesn't start. If Rashford doesn't start, then I'm confident we can win by even like 3-goal margin.
So
that's how confident I am.
If Rashford doesn't start, are you saying you play Garnacho in place of Rashford in that position?
Yes.
So
yes.
you play
Garnacho, Ahmad, and Ahmad. Yes. I think Rashford can come on and show why he should be starting the next game. You understand?
But no. Let's hold on. Now you've mentioned that front three. Now I'm a little bit. There's a little bit of question mark there in that front three. Garnacho, Ahmad, and Zexi. Ooh, now that's a good front. That is an okay front three, but now it's in the same match. But I'll give Garnacho the benefit of the doubt that at least he finishes too, even though he missed one.
Garnacho came on and he created the assist for the last game.
Exactly.
It's that guy. He came on and he scored against Man City as well.
But don't forget, yes, you can say this, but don't forget, he too used to miss plenty chances sometimes that can be.
Yes, he does, but he makes things happen. That is the thing. I always tell you this, like, there are differences in different type of players here. What you guys have in Saka is someone that can make things happen, but he's not that, like, level of star player. Garnacho is a player that can make things happen, but the way he does it is relentless. Whatever is on the pitch, you see, we just keep feeding him the ball. Even whether Rashford is there or not. Even when we give Rashford the ball, you're going to see him move into the pitch to come and receive the ball and drive. You understand? Try to create something. He's always there. He's always trying to do something. Not like Rashford isn't doing enough. Yeah, he's not doing enough technically. Yeah, that's why he shouldn't be playing. It needs that little bit of that. There were chances we had against Man City that he could have scored. Even in the last game, there are opportunities whereby he could have easily just laid off the ball 1-2. You understand? Make some quick movements. But I don't know. I don't know whether it's not in the rhythm yet or it's just done. You understand? Not like done in the essence of it's going to flop, but it's just not going to be the guy that we think he's going to be in terms of who we think Rashford can be in like decent team.
I hear you. So
Garnacho is knocking. That's the thing. Assuming we didn't have Garnacho, Rashford would have had, an easier time. But Garnacho is knocking. We have kids from the academy. I'll tell you right now, kids from the academy that are good as well in that same position. Because we have wingers. So it's time for Rashford now to either deliver this season next, or he might have to go to start learning Arabic.
Would you sell Rashford this season if that means you can use that money to go and get another striker? Another person to replace him.
Right now, there is no standout person that would get to replace Rashford. Right now in the market, I'll say that. However, I think if we get like a very good offer, anything above like £80 million, then we should be accepting it. That's if Rashford wants to leave as well. Because me, I don't mind keeping Rashford. I'm not like hell bent on selling Rashford. If he's going to be part of the team, part of the squad, we know what he can do. He can create as well. He can score. He's a finisher. You understand? He can do all those things, but it's whether he can do it consistently. You understand? If you can't be consistent, then you can be sporadic in the team. Just like the performance. There's nothing there.
Yeah, I hear you. Now, quickly, in the next 2 minutes we'll be done with this section, but we already have an idea what the predicted lineup is going to be. So let's run through it. Onana in goal, Mazraoui, Dalot. You're going to go with
Dalot.
Licha. Are you going to go with Maguire?
Licha and Delete.
Licha and Delete, all right? That's a very solid back four. Then you're going to have Casemiro,
Meno,
Bruno,
Garnacho, Zexi,
and Ahmad.
Yeah, and I think it's like I think the team will do well to match up against Brighton, because Brighton is a young team as well.
Yes.
A lot of legs. So I think the team should do well in terms of matching, in terms of pressing, in terms of running. Maybe not Casemiro, but the rest will be alright.
Yeah. So the role should be Casemiro should just stay back. Let's not play the box. That thing that
Casemiro cannot stay back, even in our system. Casemiro is important.
He is.
In terms of like our passing, you understand, and getting the ball forward. Casemiro is very important, and he's good at creating chances as well. How many headers do you see that will win? Or like some chances that will just stroll into the box? He does that regularly,
True. You could argue that he could have been. If Xerxes wasn't your match winner, you could argue that he would have been your match winner against Fulham.
Yeah,
he was one knocking the most on.
He was winning a lot of headers. So
finally, if you could take one person from Brighton's team to play for Manchester United, if you could take one player from their team or from their squad, in Manchester United, what player would that be?
Evan Ferguson.
Ferguson, not
Yeah.
Bitoma.
Evan Ferguson.
Evan Ferguson.
Yeah.
All right, that's great.
That's the
Let's
thing. We
move.
might still go for Evan Ferguson, but that is like the future.
Way more in the future because you guys are getting Zexi and you have Hoyland.
Yeah, we need one more striker now. Zex is not in there.
People will probably for that third striker, you probably will most likely deal with a kid from the academy because if you go and get Ferguson, his wage bill is going to be extremely high. So
He hasn't been playing recently though.
he hasn't, but if his agent is seeing he's going to
You can
Manchester
have four
United,
strikers. You can have four strikers. That is the thing. It doesn't matter. It's Manchester United. We used to have four strikers. We can have them all. We got the one from Arsenal as well. You understand? Small club.
we don't have to get there, but it's okay.
Yeah, but you already know.
It's okay. It's okay. Aston Villa versus Arsenal. That's the next big game. I feel that's the biggest game of the weekend. Aston Villa versus Arsenal. I'm sure. First of all, I think before we enter this game, let's start with the big discussion that has been everywhere. I'm sure you have been seeing it. This thing, Arteta versus Unai Emery. Who is the better manager? We're still going to have another discussion. As like I said, you guys will be following us with our channel. There's so many other interesting topics and discussions and debates we're going to be having. And these are not just going to be debates that are just be out of sentiments. Thorough research is being done to make sure we bring out something or we come out with a solid debate or solid discussion of some certain topics. And one of those certain topics around the corner is about coaching or coaches. What makes a good coach? What makes the better coach? Or what makes the greatest coach? What makes this coach better than the other? But just as a preamble, Arteta versus Unai Emery. First question, who's the better manager? Emery. Is that even right now as we're speaking?
Yeah. Even before, it has always been Emery. There was no time that Arteta was a better manager than Emery in Arteta's career. That's the thing that people should understand. Emery, he has won. He's a winner. He's a winner. You understand? No matter what people might think he did at Arsenal, it doesn't matter. Look at what Ancelotti did at Everton. You understand? If we want to use that as an example, but just won the Champions League. You understand? He won 2 years prior to that. Yeah, that's like 2 Champions Leagues in like 3 years. That's not an easy feat.
True.
Won Europa. How many Europa Leagues does he have?
He won 3 back to back, 3 in a row. He has 4 Europa Leagues, won 3 in a row.
He's a winning manager. He's one of those managers that like they set up their team well. He's like those tacticians. That is the thing. Arteta hasn't gotten to that level as well, I don't think. Because some managers, they're able to set up a team for a specific game, just like a game plan, just to be able to win. Most managers should be able to do that anyway. You understand? Without having a set style. You understand? Without having to tweak too much. But for some reason, there are some managers that are just able to like just completely change the style of play like mid-game. You understand? Or just set up their team completely. If you remember, Pep was trying to do that for the longest time when I was at City. Trying every important game that they had in the Champions League knockout round. He tried to tweak something, tried to do something interesting, and then they end up losing. You understand? Eventually, he found a way to set up his team defensively. You understand? I'll never think in my life Pep will be playing like long ball in the Premier League. But we saw him do it. 2 seasons ago, last year. He did it. There are times we'd have to go long from Haaland to De Bruyne for them to play off each other just to attack the pressure from the opposition that's pressing to the halfway line. And then they can hit it long to Haaland to like lay it off. It's like a way of like cutting through like so many, bodies. Like with one single vertical pass. If you remember, that was the Zerbi system actually, by the way, but that's by the by. Emery has shown at the top level multiple times that he can do it. Right now is at Villa. Villa, where were they before Emery took over? They were trying to like push
fighting relegation. Fighting relegation.
And then they got what's that guy's name?
They
Uh,
were fighting relegation with Steven Gerrard. When they sacked Gerrard and brought in Emery, they got in that guy that they sold to Saudi Arabia, Musa Diaby.
yeah.
Musa
They brought
Diaby
Emery in January, and they
Emery,
had the best form to finish the
they
season.
had the best form to finish the season.
Yeah.
Then they carried the transfer that form to the next season, finished top four. Oli Watkins, who I believe is the second best striker in the league, and I'm very happy for him. He made the PFA Team of the Year. I'm happy for him. I think he's a better footballer than Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland might be the better goal scorer, but I think Oli
No,
Watkins
it might be the better team.
Yeah. So, but yes, I'm with you in the boat that Unai Emery is a better manager than Arteta. That doesn't take away from the fact that when he was at Arsenal, he played horrible football, very very horrible football. However, I saw that thing with Don Robbie and that argument, right? And I'm like, you cannot say, oh, look at what he did with Arsenal. Compare it with what Arteta did with Arsenal. Well, Unai Emery did not spend the same amount of time as Arsenal. One, he did not spend the same amount of money as Arteta had. Two, mind you, he got to an European final, and Arteta is yet to get to an European final. Do you get? The squad that Arteta used to win his only major trophy so far was Unai Emery's squad or Unai Emery's team. So I believe that if they had given Unai Emery the time Arteta did, allowed
And the money.
If they had given him Zaha instead of Nicolas Pepe that he asked for, we would have done much better. So I'm in the same boat. Unai Emery is way better than Arteta. It's not even up for debate. It's not. Arteta is one of the best young managers right now out here. Because let's keep it a book. Arteta in his managerial career, he has only just technically 3 or he's entering his 40 of work experience. That's quite a small sample. Do you understand? It's very small. And if you want to keep it a bulk, right? In those 4 years sample, with the task he had at hand at Arsenal, right? And what he's done so far, it's an incredible job. I'm not going to be one of those people that will just come and discredit Arteta and call him. Arteta is not a fraud. He is not a fraud. If anything, he's performing very well. He's performing excellently well, in my opinion. He's not a fraud. He is not a fraud. He's not a fraud because you can't call him a fraud when this is just his first job, and this is what he's doing at his first job with this level of competition. So he's not a fraud, but Unai Emery is better than him. And with the same resources, give it to Unai Emery, yes, he matches it. In my opinion, you have the likes of Pep Guardiola, Carlo Ancelotti, Jose Mourinho. Unai Emery is in that discussion too as well.
It's close. It's not with Mourinho, but it's knocking.
Look at Mourinho right now. Mourinho has declined, but so you can argue that he's there. So I'm having even high expectations. I'm scared of Aston Villa. So that leads us back into the game, the Aston Villa versus Arsenal game, and this is Aston Villa's first home game. It is not going to be an easy game. I said this, I'll put this as a caveat. I said this, that remember that game we played against what's the name? Manchester City 2 seasons ago that they beat us 4-0. That was almost the title deciding game. I said this, that if that was Unai Emery, one-off game, we are going to win that game. I don't care. He was going to set up that team for a one-off. Arteta knows how to set up a team for a season. He doesn't know how to set up, I don't think, for a one-off game. He's
still learning.
You see, he could argue because what he did to win the FA Cup, I'm not going to lie, was actually remarkable in the sense that if you know how bad we were and how he set up that team for that final, and we beat, it was Man City, it was Chelsea we beat. Was it Chelsea or Man City? City we beat in the final, 2-0. He set up the team very, very well. But that wasn't a one-off setting up. If you notice, that setup has been there for since he came that January. That was the setup. And it was not translated in the league, but eventually in the FA Cup games, it kind of translated. So meaning that he's not good in one-off games. But if it's for a whole league season, right, it is good. It is very good. But for one-off games, So Una Emery is going to take this Aston Villa Arsenal game as a one-off game, and that's what he's going to use to beat Arteta. Remember, he
So
beat
you
us
think Aston
comfortably.
Villa will win this game?
No, no. I think Arsenal is going to win this game.
I will be there. I will be there.
We're tough
I will
not to
be
crack.
there.
Be there now. Be there.
I will be there.
We're tough not to crack.
Yeah, bro. It can be
But-
cracked anyway, bro.
Watch. Arsenal is going to beat Aston Villa, and my prediction, I'm going to go for a tight 2-0 victory. We're going to keep a clean sheet. We're going to keep it. We're going to go win 2-0. Yeah, that's my prediction.
2-0.
Yeah,
Okay. I saw their last game and I saw Watkins was still a bit rusty because he just got back from the Euros as well. So I think that might play in your favor because they didn't really get any joy on Sunday, was it, when they were playing?
I don't even think it's rustiness that's going to be the problem there. The problem for them is just going to be Arsenal's defense. It's like against Wolves, we didn't play well. But when
Yeah, but they're good at set pieces as well. That's the thing. They're good at set pieces.
Arsenal is good at set pieces.
Yeah, but set piece versus set piece, then they have Onana. You are forgetting that. That was how they scored their first goal last weekend. It was just direct ball on his head.
My main fear, the two things I know the problem is Onana and Watkins. I know very well. I know how Emery is going to play that game. Emery is going to first start with a high press. They're at home. First 10 minutes, Emery is going to go high press. Hold on, sorry about that.
Who's calling?
Some baby girl, innit?
Oh, you show me Canada now. I call Mississauga.
My bad, guys, for the inconvenience or for the description. But back to what I'm saying is that what Unai is going to play. Unai is going to play haram football. They were going to start with a high pressers, because we always play a high line. You know us, we play a high line, high pressers and long ball. That is going to be the strategy. High press, long ball, and I know Arteta will be ready for that. I don't know how he's going to do it. I don't know how, but I know Arteta is going to prepare his mind for that. One thing I give Arteta is that he learns. He learns from his mistakes. I will give him that. He learns. Arteta is going to now know, all right, this is Unai Emery. Unai Emery is not going to come and play sweet football with me. Unai Emery is going to come and win me. Unai Emery against the top 6 sides doesn't play system football. He plays to win. Against other sides that are not top 6 sides, he plays his style of play. That's why they used to call him Robin Hood. Because in his style of play, he gives it to the poor. He might end up with. But with the big side, he plays it as a one-off Champions League final or Europa League final. That's why I believe we'll win them. 2-0. It's not going to be comfortable, but 2-0. 2-0 is what I'm going for.
I think maybe 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. That's true. We always concede against Aston Villa too.
It's 2-2 draw.
We always concede against Aston Villa. I hear you. But let's see, Sha. Then we already run. We've gone to. For those that are watching, you know that we are both Manchester United and Arsenal fans. Those are our priority. But let's go. Screw the other team. But let's go through Wolves versus Chelsea. I see Chelsea winning this game. Yes, Chelsea were anyhow against City, but I believe that if they play Wolves, it was City. If they play Wolves, they should. It's not gonna be comfortable, but they can. Cole Palmer, Nico Jackson, even though he's a fraud, but Nkunku, Joe Felix might make it debut, but I think Chelsea's got this game. What do you think?
Chelsea might scrape it 2-1. That's what I think. 2-1. It's not a draw. If it's not, Wolves can win this game. That's the thing. But if it's not a draw, Chelsea can win like 2-1.
the thing with Wolves is they lost Pedro. Ooh, Pedro Neto returns to the Wolves. Oh, it's going to be interesting.
Mm. But
Wolves
we
don't.
really see Wolves this season as well. So
I mean, it's just one game. When I watched them, they didn't have any attacking. Again, because it's Arsenal, I know Arsenal are very, very. That's the best defense in the league. So you can't really use that as a judge.
I
But
think some of their players went to Copa America as well, so they're late coming back.
yeah,
Cunha, Gomez, you understand? So I think some of the and they lost Kilman. They lost Kilman.
my
So
prediction, I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with 1-1.
mm,
I'm going to go with 1-1.
okay,
Chelsea,
I
Chelsea,
think this
Chelsea,
might be
Chelsea
the game
struggle in front
Fofana
of
might
goal.
come alive this season, Sha. But let's
Chelsea,
see.
Chelsea struggle in front of goal. Wolves don't have size is suspect goalkeeper, such a suspect goalkeeper. Wolves at home will find a way to score.
They beat Chelsea last season. I remember.
Exactly.
Four was it 4-2, 4-1?
Yeah, so I'm going to go. I'm going to go with the Brighton Manchester United. I'm going to go for. I went for 2-0 Manchester United. Aston Villa Arsenal 2-0 Arsenal. Wolves Chelsea 1-1. Then Liverpool Brentford.
Mm.
I'm going to go with. I'm going
That's
to
a
go
tough
with.
game as well.
That's a tough game. That's a very tough game. But Liverpool are not great.
I think Brentford might win,
It's at Anfield. It's at Anfield. Slow down.
But it doesn't matter whether
It's
it's
at
at
Anfield.
Anfield or not.
It's at Anfield.
I only say
I'm
that
scared.
only because of Brentford's style of play. You
Is this
understand?
this Ancelot's home game, first home game at Anfield? He's gonna come out in a blast.
Bro, bro, they are still going to get that hangover, bro. It's that same hangover every club gets. The hangover after you lose a successful manager. You understand? You saw the game against Ipswich in the first half. If that was Brentford would have scored 2.
True.
You understand? It's not like Ipswich didn't get chances to create as well. They just aren't that potent in terms of attacking. You understand? But if it was Brentford with their style of play, they would have done something to hurt Liverpool in that first half. They don't score, but would have felt it like, oh, Liverpool is struggling really bad. But because the last time against Ipswich, they didn't have a shot on target, they didn't get into rhythm. Ipswich was creating more chances, they were getting more set pieces. You understand? So it felt like as if they were losing the game until the second half when the manager made some changes. So let's see. But I think the game might be a high scoring game. That's the thing.
I don't think it's gonna be a high scoring game. Look. Their back four is still gonna be still Alisson, Van Dijk, Konate, Robertson, and Trent. Right? Still gonna be that. That's quite a solid back four. I don't know they don't have a DM. Who's their DM?
Endo, McAllister. They have
McAllister.
They have. I'm just listing their midfield. Endo, McAllister, Soboslai. Who else? Harvey Elliott.
It's Anfield, man. I'm still gonna stick to it. 3-0 Liverpool. 3-0. Musala 1 goal, 1 assist.
3-0 Liverpool.
3-0 Liverpool. Comfortable. Not comfortable 3-0.
Bro, that's a heavy prediction.
Jota is going to score. Salah is going to score, give an assist. And I see, yes, that's
3-2.
3-2.
That's the most I can do. It can go 3-2 either side, by the way. But 3-2 to Liverpool because they are home.
Okay. So 3-2 to Liverpool. So what was your Man U prediction again?
I said we are going to win by a minimum of 2 goals. So maybe 3-1 or 2-0. 2-0.
2-0. Go for 2-0. Okay. So let's run through the other games and give a quick prediction. Crystal Palace West Ham.
Crystal Palace, West Ham. 3-1 West Ham.
3-1 West Ham.
Yeah.
Palace is at home. Palace have Mateta should be back. West Ham don't look too good with Lopetegui. I think Lopetegui is overrated.
They look good in the second half against Villa. They look good. The way he played the wingers is what I didn't understand, because he played Kudus on the left and Bowen on the right. And I thought he'd probably play Kudus as a 10 more centrally. Maybe he should be operating with Paqueta. You understand? So that they were able to create chances. But he was struggling in the first half. Second half, he found his rhythm and he was able to create some chances. They just didn't have enough to get over the line at the end of the day. But that game actually could have also gone either way. But at the end of the game, if you saw the highlights, West Ham had the chance to equalize. That was almost off the line because Suchek, it was almost like a free header because it's bigger than the guy. But it didn't hit it directly on target. And the guy, I think he hit it on his arm. Was it Konsa? Yeah, I think he hit him on his arm, and could have just as easily ended as 2-2.
West Ham they have match winners. Bowen, Mikel Antonio, they have Fulkrug, Mohamed Kudus. Yeah, they're winning that, but the thing is defensively they're not the strongest.
So defensively they got to Debo.
Todibo, yes. But again, this is Premier League. Let's see how well he adapts first. Let's see a few more games.
They got Wan-Bissaka. They have Sufa.
Yes.
They are actually the team that have had the best transfer window in the Premier League this season. Don't forget that. They got Somerville, so Somerville can play in place of Kudus. Kudus can play as a 10. But
chemistry is going to be a thing. Chemistry is going to be a thing for them to gel full time, and it's just a match with Gameweek 2. So I'm going to go.
They'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out in the long run. But the first few games might be a challenge.
I think 3-1 Palace. 3-1 West Ham rather.
I was going to say the same thing, but I'm going to go this time because of the chemistry thing. I'm going to go 2-1. 2-1 West Ham. Yes. 2-1 West Ham. I'm going to go 2-1 West Ham. Fulham Leicester quickly. Predictions. I'm going with Fulham. I'm going with Fulham 2-1.
Fulham Leicester.
I'm going 2-1 Fulham.
Yeah. 1-0.
1-0 Fulham.
Yeah.
Okay. Man City Ipswich. Let's go 6.
6.
Man City's at home. I'm going 6-0. You know what? I changed my mind. 7-0.
I'll go 3-0.
3-0. Haaland hat-trick, by the way. Haaland hat-trick pending. Yeah. But 7-0 for me for Man City Ipswich. Southampton Nottingham Forest. Oh, that's going to be a ball fest, bro. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, those games are interesting too as well.
Sometimes they can be interesting.
Open. If someone scores, it becomes more open.
True.
But Southampton Forest, that should be ending in a draw. I don't know, but Forest can win it. Forest can win it as well. 3-0, 2-1 as well.
Okay. Me, I was going to say 0-0. A boring 0-0. Then I saw the next one as Spurs Everton. That one has more of a 0-0 written all over it than Southampton Nottingham Forest.
Tottenham will score though.
No.
Tottenham will score.
Tottenham, the one I saw them play against Leicester, they don't know how to create chances, man. They don't. They can hold possession, but they don't know how to create chances. If you see that, and it's Sean Dyche they are playing against.
But Everton is not good as well. You have to know that.
They are not good.
Pipe them 3-0.
It's Brighton. Is
Brighton better than Spurs?
They know how to create chances better than Spurs.
Perhaps. Yeah.
United create chances better than Spurs. So I'm going to go with Southampton.
It might also be the Spurs player as well. Some of them are coming back as well from Euros. You have to remember, as I said earlier, the teams are not in full rhythm yet. So we can't fully judge how each team is going to play, you understand, for the rest of the season.
No, I know. That's why it's a prediction. That's why it's a prediction for just match week 2, game week 2. We know that. That's what is affecting even some of my predictions. Because if, for example, if I know that players or teams are more settled and all of those things, right? My prediction for, let's say, Aston Villa Arsenal will be different. Do you get? If Aston Villa Arsenal are playing in match week 10, that's a different entire prediction entirely. Do you get? If it's Wolves Chelsea or Liverpool Brentford in game week 10, it's a different prediction entirely. Do you get? That's the same thing. That's what I'm saying with the Spurs Everton. Solanke is just coming and getting a feel of the new system. Everton's system has already been in place. They don't really have new additions. Spurs, they have not solved that problem.
They lost players.
They lost players, but again, it's Sean Dyche. Sean Dyche knows how to play against people like Spurs.
Their squad is poor, bro. Everton's squad is poor. That is the thing. Their squad is poor, but I think Spurs should still win that game.
I'm going for a Sean Dyche-esque 0-0. Southampton Nottingham Forest is going to be a 1-1. That's my prediction. Aston Villa Arsenal, I already said it, that Arsenal 2-0. Bournemouth Newcastle, comfortable Newcastle. Newcastle is away. I'm going to go with a Newcastle win 2-0. Bournemouth don't have an attacker.
I go with Newcastle 3-1.
You go Newcastle 3-1. I go Wolves Chelsea. I said, what did I predict?
For Chelsea Wolves, you said Chelsea will win.
I said Chelsea will win, yes. I think 2-1 or so. Yes. Then Liverpool Brentford. I said Liverpool wins 3-0.
Yeah.
Yes. And you said 3-2 or 2-2?
3-2.
3-2. Yeah.
Either side.
Yeah. Alright guys, those are our predictions for match week 2. Leave your predictions below and get involved in the conversation. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell to get notified when we release the latest videos and when we go live. So it's been Ultra Fan Media. It's been Moody. Don't forget to follow us on our handles. Links will also be in the description below. And from me and Charles, we're signing out.
Yes, sir.